What's good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? Once more back with another live stream. Of course, yesterday was a historic day for Kaspa. For me, myself as well. I think the most I've ever had in one stream. At one point, 170 of you were in the stream. It was very overwhelming. Too many questions, I couldn't get through them all, but I can hopefully answer them today. But either way, it was a very, very big day for us Kaspa holders and was a massive, massive success. We'll talk about more of it in this stream as always, and also address the elephant in the room right now, which, as we can see, if you look at the market, Kaspa's currently valued at 16.54 cents, down 2.78% on the daily time frame. I have a theory for why this is happening, which is of course due to the rate cuts, but we'll get more to that in just a moment. As always, if you enjoy these live streams, we're doing these daily, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. And if you want to know more about crypto and Kaspa in general, but just crypto and market sentiment, then please by all means feel free to join my free Discord server in the chat right now, in the description, and also on my YouTube homepage right here. It's a great place to help build your knowledge, and that's all it's about, building knowledge. Knowledge is power after all. Mr. Motherman, welcome back to the stream here early this time around. Great to see you. Bingo Bango, what's up, my man? One more into the breach, you know it. So I guess the first thing to do is kind of address some of the questions that I've been asked in private, and also I'm sure people in the community have as well, regarding Krc-20 and what's happened so far. We've got the good news, same as yesterday, the good, bad and the ugly, right? We got this post here from Shy, very, very, very lengthy post. And I'll do you the solid of not reading this whole thing out for you, because I can imagine that'd be quite tedious, quite jarring. So I'll summarize it for you. And this is a bit of a trust me bro, but I've read through this, so just trust me in what's said here. But anyways, what was basically said from Shy in this massive lengthy post here is a summary of the Krc-20 launch and its consequences, if you will. Overall, the Krc-20 launch was a resounding success, which you should know that already. We have posts that I'm going to try and find showcasing here, like here. This is in 24 hours. We had over 12.7 million transactions in 24 hours. Do you know how nuts that is? Do you know how I can't even fathom how big that is. 24 hours, 12.7 million transactions, which is absolutely insane. You can see from this post here, with the launch, the transaction per second reached above 450. Some points I think it even surpassed 500. I think I have that somewhere here as well. Yeah, at some point it reached 525.9 transactions per second, which is absolutely nuts. And this allowed Kaspa to surpass the likes of Matic, Polkadot, Tron, which is like top 10, Near, and others. And this is all when Kaspa's still at 1 block per second, keep in mind. 10 BPS is going to happen in Q1 2025, not that far off now, about 6 months. It is very, very big news. So a resounding success all around, definitely. Shy also mentions in this, the key points in this post here is that Kaspa, the Kaspa network demonstrated exceptional performance and resilience. However, a significant bug in a third-party wallet, being Kasware, unfortunately overshadowed the celebration. Right now, so many people are talking about it, and it's a shame because Kasware has been a great success, but unfortunately because Kaspa, Krc-20 has been a great success, but unfortunately due to Kasware and their wallet, they didn't do their due diligence, they didn't do enough stress testing. It's now got a problem, and it's causing a lot of issues. The L1 handled an unprecedented amount of volume and transactions and providing a scalability and efficiency very, very well. The network performed well, the nodes were syncing quickly and efficiently, peer-to-peer layer. The mempool handled large transaction queues without issues. I mean, obviously we saw a massive congestion yesterday. We can see now from the Kaspa enthusiast, the mempool was cleared. It's gone back to 0 again, so there should be little to no delays anymore, unless a volume surges up again, which who knows, because again, it's still early days. But there was a bug with the Kasware wallet, which caused, unfortunately, some users to lose funds, which it does break my heart to hear that. I'm hoping that Kaspa are going to do right by the community, fix their issues, and also reimburse people where they can to give them back their money, if not their tokens. Because that just sucks. It really hurts me to hear that. And it's fortunately due to this issue, it's made everyone, the FUD for Kaspa is currently in a very precarious position. Even though it's a very, very good thing, Krc-20, that one problem has caused FUD to grow in the community. The community learned a valuable lesson about the importance of caution when using third-party wallets, I'd like to believe, and the need for exchanges to be responsive to network updates. You've got to make sure you're listening to the team and, listen to what they're telling you to do, because they normally know what they're talking about. That's kind of the summary of what Shai spoke about in this long, lengthy post here. Again, it sucks, but hopefully we'll come out better from it all in all. Afternoon, Jay Honey. Welcome to the stream, my man. Hey, Leroy and Kas, I'm starting to feel better. Yeah, I know you mentioned that. I hope you feel better, my man. Thank you very much for joining the stream, and hopefully you'll be right as rain and better very, very soon. Did you make any Krc-20 tokens? No, I did not at the time. I was at the time of it. I was on that Sunday yesterday. I came back from football training, a football game even, because I play Sunday League football, and came straight on to just do my streams and talk to you guys and get the chance to do it. And then I saw the news about the congestion. I thought it's not worth me getting involved just yet. I'll wait for it to come to die down a little bit. The price is way better than I expected. The news event wasn't as powerful as I expected. We're still above 16 cents. Yes, we are, but I also think that might be temporary. We're going to get into more, Krc-20 updates in this stream before we get into the main reason why Kaspa and crypto's correcting right now. But to give a little bit of a spoiler in that regard, then I think it's to do with the Fed meeting. Right now, the speculation is rising and rising quickly that the correction, the rate cuts are going to be more severe than we predicted, and the market, I think, is preparing for that much. We'll get into that more a little bit later on, Mr. Miles. And I think 15 cents is still definitely on the cards. And if the rate cuts are more severe, it could be more. We probably will, yeah, exactly. Big Bugs the same thing here. We'll probably see more severe corrections with the rate cuts incoming. Why do you think Kaspa dropped out of nowhere? Well, two reasons. Again, the rate cuts being the one that I just mentioned. I'll get more into that later on in the stream, but also one of the most common factors when trading. There's two common sayings you hear in trading, which is very important for you to note. You follow the money. So if BlackRock's buying Bitcoin's going to probably go up in price. You follow the money. Money's the big people who have a lot of money, a lot of capital. They're the ones that control the market. You follow the money. The second one is you buy the rumor and you sell the news. The rumor being the speculation of the imminent launch of Krc-20. That's going to drive the FOMO up. Once it's released, then it's just news. You sell the news. That's why Kaspa started correcting once the launch happened. And of course, the FUD growing with the Kaspa wallet caused the correction possibly to be more severe than we expected. Did you see Turbos on Binance Kaspa? Yeah, actually I saw that. I think someone put it in the chat as well that Turbo and some other tokens have been listed on KuCoin and Binance, which is very, very big for those meme tokens. It's going to help in their adoption just in time for a bull cycle as well. Kaspa will be one of the next ones, I'm sure about that. Definitely with Kraken. Also, we do have the speculation of a new US exchange coming soon. Again, we haven't got the confirmation of when or where. I'm hoping it'll come out very, very soon. I've been really trying to look through sources to find out where it is, but right now I have no idea of what it is. But that's going to be a very, very big thing. And of course, then you'll see the Binances and the Krakens following suit, I'm sure, very, very soon. Capital price will explode from that point as well. CWP, yes, I did lose some cash on Casware, and minting of Nacho was reversed. Lost opportunity. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, my man. My heart truly goes out to everyone that did end up suffering from the lack of due diligence done by Casware. Because unfortunately, this issue has overshadowed the massive accomplishment that was Krc-20. This post here, the ultimate 24-hour recap of it. They've written history, achieving what no other proof of work chain has ever accomplished. It is actually game-changing what they did. But unfortunately, Casware has is tarnished what could have been just nothing but it's like a little spot of dirt on a freshly polished car. It's literally all it is. But unfortunately, it's just ruined it, and it really does upset me. And everyone who's lost money, I really do feel for you. I guess the silver lining, if you want to hear one, is that with the Krc-20 being out, it's gonna then, with projects coming to play, with stablecoins coming to Krc-20, with the meme tokens doing very well, and so on and so forth. In the long side of things, the adoption is going to grow and capital price is going to continue to increase from then. So, hopefully, I guess a way to look at it is minor setbacks, major comebacks. Hopefully, didn't lose too much, but I do honestly feel for you all. And hopefully, as I said, Kasware do their due diligence, they fix the issue, and then do their part by reimbursing people where they can. We've seen transactions handle over 13 million transactions on a day, over 400 times increase than the usual. We can see right now, Kaspa, even though it's correcting in price right now on CoinMarketCap, we can see that the volume's now sitting just short of 670 million, which, that's still impressive. And that's going to probably end up increasing soon enough as well, I'm sure. It's gone down quite drastically over the last, 24 hours. But again, it's very, very impressive to see. We've seen more and more updates again. What's happened? We've seen the same amount of traffic from the absurd amount of fees, where, as post showcase, 21 million over that in gas fees, which is nuts. The averaging transaction per second was about 200, but we've seen it spike to 500, and it's normally meant to be at 1. The fact that it was averaging 200 is insane, and again, that's also why we saw congestion. Apparently even reached 1,000 according to Kaspalytics, so that's something I didn't even know, so that's insane there. And here's another factor as well. Look at this. That 2 days ago, or a day ago, before the Krc-20, that was at 407. That's 432 now. We've seen, and much as, yes, it's been in the smaller holders from Crab, Octopus, Fishers, Wallet, Dolphins, they've not been the big holders, but the ones where the most of the money, goes into. Still, we've seen a massive surge in addresses, over 25,000 new addresses added. That's not people, have to make that, that distinction. It's not people, it's wallets. So there could be the same people getting more wallets and having more addresses, but still a massive increase in addresses, which therefore means more decentralization. Well, technically speaking, which is also very, very good. Over 156 tokens have been deployed in the first 24 hours of Krc-20, including fan favorites such as Nacho, Gold, Kaspa, Somps, and so on and so forth. Most are already fully minted, which have proof of that. Here, Nacho is fully minted out. Someone in my community asked me personally, what's going on with Nacho right now? They can't mint it. Do not attempt to mint Nacho again. You will lose your funds. Nacho, full disclosure right there. They've minted out in just 17 hours. Very, very impressive. One of the best meme tokens on Krc-20 from the looks of things as well. And I'm sure we'll see more opportunities come soon enough as well. I'm sure we will do. In regards to other summaries, ultimately it was just a very, very big day. And as soon as 10 BPS comes around, early next year, there won't even be a discussion anymore on what is the most capable chain in the world or block DAG in the world. It will be Kaspa. Kaspa, as I already showed you, already surpassed the likes of what Matic, Polkadot, Tron, Near does. Here we can see. Here's Tron, number 10. Here's Polkadot, 15. Here's Near. Obviously, Matic right now is completely dropped off the face of the earth after this whole thing, but still, it's completely taken over. So it's done better than what a top 10 did, a top 15 did, and a top 20 did. Which again coincides with my belief and my theory that with 10 BPS or just with Krc-20 in general, when the adoption grows, Kaspa will become a top 10 project in this cycle. It already did that with an initial launch. Obviously, the volume and the liquidity is going to die down now the FOMO's died out. But with 10 BPS, that'll generate more from it. And then once more and more people jump on the block DAG, on the platform, and realize how good it is, scalability-wise, security-wise, and decentralization, which is a very important factor that very few, if any, have in this space, people will jump onto Krc-20. And the KRI are also going to help in the adoption for Kaspa coming as well, which actually, in that regard, I saw the announcement yesterday, which I thought I'd hopefully see something now. I haven't heard anything yet, but the KRI announced Krc-20 launch. Today we celebrate a milestone with Kaspa Krc-20 tokens tomorrow. Now, they could just be saying tomorrow, what's next for tomorrow, just speculating, or it means they're going to make an announcement themselves tomorrow. We've heard nothing yet. I'm waiting to see if they announce something. They might be announcing something whilst we're doing this stream right now, but still, ultimately, more and more announcements coming in. The KRI are going to help very much in the growth and adoption for institutions with Kaspa and making sure that it's compliant with regulations. Mempools hovering around 350, which, considering it was at the hundreds of thousands yesterday, it is clear that the block log without a hitch is impressive. There you go. Again, more proof that it's just come back and it's gone full circle and it's doing very, very well. Best wallets according to you. The one that I've heard a lot of people talk about in regards to the Kaspa third-party wallets is Caspium, I think is the name of it. In terms of wallets that I have, I use Tangent. I've heard a lot of complications with Tangent and Kaspa yesterday as well from our community. And again, I'm sorry to hear that. The sheer volume must have just caused issues. But these issues will be fleshed out soon enough. But again, it goes back to what Charles basically saying in this post, that it's important for third parties, for exchanges, for other people to listen to what they're talking about. The importance of taking caution when using these sort of third parties, these other exchanges, because they need to respond what's happening. Now, this is a very, very big deal, and there will be incidents in the future with a 10 BPS hard fork, with maybe a higher hard fork, with maybe 100, whatever happens, or more developments happening with Kaspa. They're going to have these sort of issues. Well, not issues, these other developments and migrations, so to speak, again. And the issues can be limited if everyone takes precautions, and they take caution. But if you don't, you'll have another fallout of Kaspa, which is just really, really unfortunate. Unfortunate is not even the word I want to use, but I don't want to, drop F-bombs on this place. Mining payout 2 is delayed by 1 day. I mean, I'm not surprised. The mining levels of things, I don't even know if I have the post up here, but I saw people were mining absolutely ridiculous amounts. The amount of stuff they were making was insane. The amount of stuff they were mining was nuts. People made so much money from mining, so I'm not surprised in the slightest. Kaspa didn't drop, the entire crypto market did. Kaspa reacted along with the rest. Yes and no. In the sense of the market's correcting, so Kaspa correcting, yes. But I think the fact that the FOMO from Krc-20 has died out, that did cause a correction in the market for Kaspa. Right now, the market's correcting because Kaspa correcting because the market's correcting, not because of Krc-20. Due to the FOMC meeting looming, that's why Kaspa's correcting right now, in my opinion. But yesterday, Bitcoin didn't correct that much. It did a little bit, but it wasn't as heavy. For the most part, Kaspa was correcting beforehand because of the shortcomings, the issues with Kasware. And the rumours gone, the news was there, so you sell the news. If you account for that, Kaspa drops equally as the rest of the market, significantly, slightly normal, but not much. The sell the news factor has been minimal, very bullish. Yeah, that I do agree. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I do agree with. The sell the news factor was not as bad as some people might have thought, might have predicted. I suspected that with the sell the news thing, I said we come around this region. If you go back and watch my stream yesterday, you'll hear that I said it come around this region here. And then with the FOMC meeting looming, we'll probably see Kaspa correct to this region, but depending on how severe the rate cut, might see it come down further. We'll have to wait and see. We'll get into that in just a moment as well. Beaverman, welcome back to the stream. Hello, future crypto millionaires. There's fear in the market due to the rate cut news incoming. Stop freaking out. Everyone is just stacking your favorite coins. Again, that's the point of this stream. That's the message I'm trying to portray right now. That I'll get into it right now before I ask some more questions. This correction right now in the market, I believe, is the worries from the rate cut. So, at the beginning of September, which we can see is around here, this correction in Kaspa and therefore correction in the market was, in my opinion, a result of economists, traders believing there's going to be a rate cut coming in a few days' time from now, which there seems to be more or less complete confirmation now. Of course, we don't know until the announcement's made, but if they don't do a rate cut, I'm going to lose my ever-loving, S word. Like, I'm not trying to get banned, but I'll lose my mind if they decide that they're not going to cut rates. But the market corrected in preparation for 25 BP basis points, or 0.2% in my opinion. And it obviously then recovered from that because, it's gone through the situation that the market's already corrected when it hadn't done that yet. It prepared for it. Now, we are seeing posts like this. Up to 67%, so 2/3 odds of a 50 BP cut now. The Fed, Jerome Powell once again, not Jerome Powell, JP Morgan once again are saying 50 BP cuts. Then you have people like Elizabeth Warren saying 0.75%. I would not trust her as far as I could throw her. I hate that woman. Her and Gary Gensler have been two people who have been stifling innovation in America, so I don't trust her for anything. But still, she's also calling for more aggressive rate cuts, which is something, again, you still got to pay attention to. So right now, the sentiment of it being nothing or 25 basis point or 0.25 has now flipped to it's going to more likely be 50, and even the rumours now of it going to be a 75 basis point, which would be insane. So with that in mind, the market now seems to be correcting in reaction to the growing FUD of a more severe rate cut. We'll see what happens when the announcement made. So in this regard, then, this is kind of good and bad. If it ends up being a 25, as people want to believe and hope, then I think we're going to see potentially a immediate reversal in the market. Potentially. Because right now the market seems to be preparing for a 50, not 25. If it ends up being 50, I think we'll see more corrections in the market because it's only just started now and we've got another 2 days till the meeting. Well, the meeting starts tomorrow. The final verdict will be made on the Wednesday, on the 18th. And if it's more severe than that, or if it's nothing, I think we'll see, red rivers all around. How far the correction will be with 50, we're welcome to speculate. I think Bitcoin will come down to 50k, maybe lower. We'll have to wait and see. I think it'll be 50k though. And I think therefore Kaspa will probably come down to this region around here. If it comes down lower, fantastic, I'll buy more cheap. But otherwise then, this is where I expect Kaspa going to come to in the meantime. And the reason why is because, again, there's these rumours of potential exchange listings on the horizon. We don't know when they're coming, but they might come in a timely fashion. Who really knows? Who really knows? Again, I'm scouring the Twitter pages, just trying to hopefully see some form of announcement from Kaspa saying we've got a new exchange listing coming. I'm like, cool, tell me more. I'm not hearing nothing yet. But of course, then the more important factor being, again, Krc-20, this timely release. And again, unfortunately due to Kaspa, it doesn't seem like it, but again, truly successful release of Krc-20, in my opinion, has helped stem the bleeding of Kaspa price. Kaspa would not be valued at 16.6 cents right now, in my opinion, if there's no Krc-20. I think it'd be still hovering around this region here. The FOMO helped the price come back up, and now it's come back down. And I think when the tier 1s and the other exchanges come into play, when the Krc-20 gains more adoption, we will start seeing the reversal in the price for Kaspa, reaching all new highs and a breakout. Kaspa has the makings, in my opinion, still to reach at least 40 cents in this for the end of this year, at least. And I'm still holding strong to my hopeful $1 prediction for Kaspa end of 2024. I expect some hiccups yesterday, however, 400% per second is game changing. Yeah, couldn't say it better myself. Again, as Shai mentioned, there are always going to be hiccups. There are always going to be hiccups with the market with Krc-20 because, again, it's highly anticipated launch of it. Everyone wanted to get access to it, and it's not been built yet to handle, tens, if not hundreds, of not millions of transactions. Again, 14 over 14, I think, over 14 million transactions in 24 hours. And it's meant to be doing 400 per second. It was not meant to be doing that. It was doing one beforehand, 1 TPS. And it did up to 400, if not up to 1,000 at one point. So yeah, game changer definitely. And with 10 BPS and everything else coming to Krc-20, with other projects coming into play, centralized exchanges coming on, mining pools coming on, just going to get better from here and help Kaspa's adoption grow more and the price grow more and more as well. How much transactions does Ethereum do traffic-wise compared to yesterday's traffic for Kaspa? I don't have the information on that on hand. The only thing I do know is that on the poor launch of Krc-20 2.5 months ago, Krc-20 surpassed over 1.5 million transactions on that day, and allegedly the daily volume for Ethereum consistently, so obviously if there's higher volatile days it'll be more, but on average the daily volume for Ethereum is 1 million. So Kaspa on its first poor launch surpassed Ethereum's daily average, and of course yesterday it obliterated that. And I'm sure, regardless, the gas fees wise for Ethereum is far more expensive. I don't have the stats for that. That's kind of a trust me, bro, but I'm pretty sure it is. Again, the reason why I say that though is because Ethereum, I've used it. I hate how much the fees cost. It's stupid, and also because again, Roy O'Neill, the KRI, told a major financial institution, which manages $20 to $40 trillion a year in customer assets, who currently uses 95% of settlements on Ethereum, that if they switch to Kaspa, they save tens of millions of dollars. So. That was obviously pre-Krc-20, but I still think that the sentiment still stands. Everything is hella bullish, couldn't agree more. 400 transactions per week would take 400 transactions per second would take Ethereum a week. That is nuts. I transferred Kaspa during the minting, and my Kaspa only arrived from Tangent to Kaspa this morning. Not great. That's not great, yes, but again, I'm not asking you to give the answer, but the point being is how much did you pay for gas fees? Because you would have got your Kaspa quicker if you paid a more extortionate fee. If you paid a minimal fee, or the lowest bar you could, it was going to take a while. That's the way they set it up, which I think is also a good thing. If you're not too worried about how long it takes your Kaspa to get there, you just want to make sure it's transferred. Of course, it's always worrying to see your Kaspa not in any of your holdings, so you're like, where's it gone? But if you want to get it quickly, you have to pay a more extortionate fee of the gas fees. It's not good to see, of course. I'm not trying to downplay that by any means, but at least you have got your Kaspa, that's good, and everything's still to be working Krc-20. Meanwhile, Nero done over 1,000% in a few hours. Pretty sad, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, some meme tokens did very, very well. We got the announcement here like Kaspa to go to Kaspa, had a very successful launch earlier today. We hit a huge milestone of 1 million. 1 million mints in under 3 hours despite the network congestion, which is nuts. Imagine how well that could have been if there was no congestion. That is insane. So it's very, very good to see that. We're probably going to see, therefore, with all the money they would have raised through the minting of the token and the buying of the token, we'll probably see some exchanges coming to Kaspa that go to Kaspa very, very soon. And they're also doing now a surprise giveaway extension. They're not done celebrating yet. We're extending the largest Krc-20 giveaway and adding an extra prize into the mix. One lucky person who comments on this post with proof of the Kaspa purchase from the Kaspa bot marketplace will win a third KOS Ultra. Very, very cool. So I'll leave a link to this in my free Discord server. Again, shameless plug. But for those who want to know more about crypto news, Kaspa news, market sentiment, and just a free place to just chill and chat and learn more with people, then by all means join the free server. There are legends, goats in this space, in the community, the likes of Mr. Miles, Kaspa God, Mr. Miles, I already said that. Lucky you got name mentioned twice. Cody, Leroy, Muscle Mike, and also Joe. Those are the 6 I have on hand that I remember. That again, very, very informative. They help a lot of people out in the space when I'm too busy to be able to, or I've not had the time to, or even when I don't know, because I'm only human. I know a lot about Kaspa, I'd like to believe, but people know more than me, and these guys have helped me in answering questions for people, so they will help you out where I can't. So again, if you want to join the server, feel free to join so. Links in the chat, in the description, and also in my YouTube homepage right here. Would you say yesterday's problems were surrounding Kaspa? Yes. At least that's also what Shai said here as well. He effectively just said the Krc-20 relaunch was very, very good, but the main problem was due to the Kaspa wallet. That's the only problem. Otherwise, then everything was fine. So it's pretty much just Kaspa now. Of course, there are other issues with like Tangent and problems with Kaspa in that regard, which does suck. But that I think was just congestion-wise things. Otherwise, it's literally just been Kaspa. The fact that people lost tokens through Kaspa is really, really unfortunate. It sucks. Enzo minted 28.7 million Nacho, 22.7 million Kaspa that go to Kaspa, 12 million Kaspot, and 752,000 gold. If these meme tokens take off, which by all means for your sake I really hope they do. I have not gotten to meme tokens yet, still, but if they take off, then you're definitely gonna be living life, my man. Big up to you. Tangent had all my Kaspa locked down, lol. I guess, yeah, I mean, that's a good thing, I guess. If Tangent decided not to let everyone trade their Kaspa, that might have actually been a blessing in disguise. You know, make sure no one loses their tokens because of the complication with congestion and the fact as well, during this time, I can guarantee, again, people are still going to be saying mint Nacho now. You can't mint it anymore. So they might be trying to protect you, which is quite cool. Again, Tangent and Kaspa work very closely together, so I'm not too surprised to see that either. Yeah, a gift in disguise where Kaspa screwed up bad. At the moment, Kaspa transactions are locked. I'm also not too surprised, but it does suck for those who want to probably use a Kaspa right now, but I'm not surprised, and if anything, I think that's a good thing. Just holding for the meantime. I thought Kaspa was going to hit 20 cents, and then while we come down, it dipped so hard. Yeah, I mean, when it hit 20.7 cents, I was kind of like, okay, cool, we might see now, this might be the breakout now, and then obviously then the Fed didn't cut rates, the Japanese yen rose against the dollar, Warren Buffett sold half his stock in Apple. I was like, okay, wish it happened, but it didn't. Also, around this time, which was a mere convenience according to Shai. Again, I was informed this through a video from Casper Silver and also through my community, so shout out to the member that let me know. But on the very same day as this correction, again, it was pure convenience and looks thing, because this mainly came from, again, Fed not cutting rates, Japanese yen rising, and Warren Buffett selling. But Shai also sold some of his Kaspa holdings as well, which he was, open about it, because again, he doesn't want people to think he's rugging the project, because he can't. I don't think Shai has enough to rug the project anyways. But he sold some people. Obviously would be speculating about whether he's going to try and rug the project. I don't think he isn't, but again, that also happened around the same time as well, so that might have fueled some of the downward momentum as well. But either way, I think with what's coming for Kaspa in the rest of this month, following the FOMC meeting in October to follow as well, potential listings and so on and so forth, all the projects coming, Kaspa is going to end up having a breakout soon, and the hash rate is still going parabolic, peaking at 1.16 EH. Things are going up more and more, and I still think I have more posts to talk about Kaspa in this regards as well. I'm going to have to go through them quickly to find out everything else to see what's coming for Kaspa, but yeah, it's still a lot incoming for Kaspa, which makes me very, very optimistic for what's incoming, and why I still believe that the next breakout for Kaspa, once Kaspa breaks above this, I think it's going to be extremely volatile. Extremely volatile. And either way, if it is great, if it's not, I'm still not bothered, because I'm holding Kaspa long term. I know Kaspa is going to go up a lot in value in this market. I strongly believe that, at least. So as a long term holding for at least 10 plus years, if Kaspa keeps accumulating in price, then I don't really care the short term action for it. The point is that the network after so massive transactions didn't crash. In 8 hours, the network of Kaspa did transactions that Ethereum does in 1 week. This is very important. Crypto kept OD right there with the scoop right there. In 8 hours, Kaspa did transactions equal to what Ethereum does in 1 week. In 8 hours. And even though there was so much, congestion, it didn't crash. Again, a testament to how successful Krc-20 really was. Kaspa is a layer 1. Kaspa as a layer 1, it killed it. 100%. 100%. The proof is in the pudding. It's right in front of our eyes. Insane transactions, surpassing what the likes of Matic, Dot, TRX, Near, and again, seemingly Ethereum did as well. Insane. Definitely surpassed Bitcoin. Mempools being, scratched out. Of course, yes, the issue with Kasware is a problem. Hopefully, they're going to fix it soon enough. But again, it's just we're seeing insane transactions that we saw throughout yesterday. And if you look at it right now, on Kas.fyr, we can see the transaction per second right now is still around 100. It's jumping up and down constantly, but it's still, it's meant to be, normally it averages at 1, and it's still jumping between like 80, 90, 100, all that so forth. So again, very, very cool to see all in all. It's going to help Kaspa go forward as well. I would bet half my bag that we'll only get to 25 point. I mean, yeah, I kind of want that to happen in the regard that if it is 25 basis point cut, then with the market correcting in preparation for 50 now, I think we just start seeing a reversal. I could be wrong, but I'd like to believe that that's going to be the case right now. But if it is 50, then I think lower lows are incoming. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the market, and we'll devise our own trading strategies around the time as well. I'll be talking about it more and more as the days come up as well. We're only 2 days away now after all. But I think, yeah, I mean, ultimately, if it goes lower and it is a 50, or let's say there it'd be 75 as Elizabeth Warren states, which, again, don't trust her. I think, besides Gary Gensler, I trust her the least. In fact, actually, I might trust her less anyways, because I just don't trust that woman for anything. But if it's at 75, then I mean, I'm going to be hard watching the market to buy as cheap Kas Kaspa as possible, because I think it's going to be a heavy correction at 75. What's up, double delay? Welcome back to the stream. 400 TPS, 1.5 block per second. Kas Kaspa proves over and over again that it's the generation of layer ones. Couldn't say it better myself. It made history yesterday, and it continues to make history time and time again. Dilemma solver, scalable, decentralized, and secure, and just, yeah, it is just a perfect layer one, and it's coming more and more. What's up, S-Cash? Welcome to the stream, my man. Yeah, 0.75 is crazy. I, again, don't think that's possible, but if that does happen, I mean, just fill your bags up more. Saw a podcast earlier from a guy in Singapore who's a big fan of Solana, who mentioned how incredible the achievement of Kas Kaspa with layer 1 proof of work foundation was truly game changing. So there you go. You're seeing more and more people now who are just ultimately accepting the fact that Kas Kaspa has made history. Even those who were FUDing Kas Kaspa before, they can't. People who FUD Kas Kaspa will try and latch onto the Kas Kaspa problem, but they cannot FUD Kas Kaspa because what it did was truly mind blowing. It was like the first time round, the first launch, yeah, cool, FUD Kas Kaspa because it didn't go well. This time round, it did. You can't FUD Kas Kaspa for what it's doing right now in this space. And I'm sure a lot of these major projects now in this space, I would not be surprised if they start panicking now, realizing that what they offer is in direct competition with what Kas Kaspa offers, and Kas Kaspa is much better than them. Solana is a prime example of that. Kas Kaspa is decentralized and secure, which Solana is not. And Kas Kaspa is going to be more scalable, I'm sure, if not already is. I mean, this post confirms that it already surpassed what Matic, Dot, Tron, and Near did, and that's currently 1 BPS. When it goes to 10 BPS in Q1 2025, it will likely surpass what Solana does without compromising decentralization or security. And I believe that. Kas Kaspa is going to be a top 10 in this cycle, in my opinion, and will steal liquidity from other major chains. When the Krc-20 properly takes off, we're going to see a surge in adoption and price for Kas Kaspa following that. No, was not the fee the problem. The Kas Kaspa network was down for 10 hours, a majority of centralized wallets. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, there was the congestion side of things, and also that's also what Shai mentioned in here as well. Shai mentioned in this lengthy post here. Again, I'm going to be linking this in my server for those who want to learn more about crypto and also keep up with Kas Kaspa news. This server basically, Shai mentioned the fact that the community, so people like us, therefore learned a valuable lesson about the importance of taking caution when using either third-party wallets, and therefore the need for exchanges to be responsive to network updates, because evidently the exchanges weren't, which is why they either locked people out of their trading of Kas Kaspa, or they just had problems in general. So Shai addressed that in this lengthy post here about the necessity for people just to be cautious, especially with now where people can still be saying, oh yeah, come mint Kas Kaspa or Nacho or Gold, when you can't, or at least seemingly you can't. From what I've seen, a lot of these projects have been minted out already. In less than 24 hours is insane, by the way. Being fully minted out in less than 24 hours is nuts. Kas Kaspa issued a notification to not use the wallet until further notice, so I guess we're waiting for an update to transfer Kas Kaspa and meme tokens out of there. Yeah, I got the post here stating that much, and also Shai confirming that here as well. Avoid using Kas Kaspa right now altogether. It's just not good, so it sucks. Solana averages 500 to 700 TB per second. Kas Kaspa, a project, a faction with a faction of Solana's user base, just matched it, if not outperformed it. I mean, right now, of course, it's not equaling that, which is expected because the FOMO's died down now, but even so, yeah, there were stages where Kas Kaspa surpassed that, what Solana did. So imagine what it's like with 10 BPS. Nuts. Absolutely insane. What do they mean by close your browser when you should do this? I don't know what entirely you mean. Hopefully someone else understands what you mean by that, Israel, my brother. It wasn't down. The congestion was insane yesterday. Remember, we are only running 1 bps at the moment. When it takes 10 bps and beyond, it'll be truly staggering. Yeah. Again, ultimately, just the proof of once we reach 10 bps, we'll go absolutely insane. You only got 104. I mean, what do you mean only? You still managed. A lot of people don't think managed to get some. You still got a considerable amount of Natro, and hopefully, if that does well, then you can hope to make a significant gain. If Shy sold its entire bag, I doubt it would move the price of Kaspa more than 0.01%. I mean, again, this was the correction of the market was mainly a result of again the Fed not cutting rates, Japan yen rising against the dollar, and Warren Buffett selling half his stock in Apple, which is a considerable amount. Shy again conveniently sold at the top, which he had planned to do, but that wasn't the main reason for the move. It might have done something to it, but not the main reason for it. It's just it was another catalyst to an already deteriorating market. But either way, it's come back up. And Shai's already disclosed, again, thanks to the community member that shouted out to me, and also Casper Silver, who found it and put it in a video, that Shai also plans to sell at 35 cents. Just full disclosure for everyone here. Shai does plan to sell at 35 cents. That will probably be another level of resistance. So should Casper have a breakout from 20 cents, we might see it come to 35, and then it will just come back down, because that's when people know Shai's going to sell. But again, Shai's being fully open about this because he doesn't want people to think he's vlogging the project or anything. He's trying to be open because transparency is what helps people trust, right? You need trust for transparency. You need transparency for trust, and that's what Shai's trying to do right now. Big things come with Kaspa. Kaspa will explode soon. Couldn't agree more. If I lose anything, the most it'll be $57 because I knew trust then to trust that wallet. Yeah, I mean, good for you then. Good for you. You took precautions, therefore, to minimize your losses. That's what you should be doing. Everyone should be doing that. Whenever you're doing any form of trading crypto, make sure you take precautions to minimize losses before you go all in, because otherwise, if something like that happens and you lose everything, well, it ends up, as much as it's, unfortunate, it ends up partly being on you for not taking precautions. As soon as Krc-20 launched, the Kaspa started going down. If we are minting, we'll be actually selling Kaspa for the meme tokens, and that's why it's going down. Or is that stupid because it was Bitcoin stable? No, the reason Kaspa corrected is, again, it's much of the wallets increased, the number of wallets holding Kaspa increased. It was the correction in the market is just kind of what's happening right now with Bitcoin, so to speak. It's happening with Bitcoin's kind of Bitcoin was stable. Well, Bitcoin was stable in a sense at the time, but you can see, like, let's just say Kaspa from where it started on the day, round here, is now down about 6%. Bitcoin equally yesterday was down, and it's currently down about 3.7%. So they both corrected on the dailies. That's why Kaspa also corrected. Kaspa corrected a little bit more because, again, it was buy the rumor, sell the news, and the rumor of Krc-20 coming out helped the price pump up from I think it was around here when the announcement was made up to here, and then obviously it corrected because it became news. It's come out now, so it just started correcting the price. That's why Kaspa started correcting. But now the correction is more of a result of the FOMC meeting incoming. That's going to, again, speculations are telling me that it's going to see a more severe correction as heavy rate cuts are now, rising more and more in the market. Again, this could be people just trying to spread FOD even, to try and make the price go low so they can buy cheaper when the market does turn. That's also a possibility. Elizabeth Warren is probably a massive candidate of that because she is scum. I'll be honest. I just hate that woman so much. But the reason why I'm not worried about crypto, collapsing despite the rate cuts, despite what happened in the market, is again, we're seeing more and more sentiments like this. Gold hits again another new all-time high. Gold and crypto go hand in hand, in my opinion. What's happening in the market right now, increased institutional adoption, the fact that the new monetary system is going to have blockchain, is going to be gold backed as well. The fact that gold is also seen as a hedge against inflation, which also crypto is seen as one as well. And with all the institutional adoption getting into crypto, more people get into crypto, I think we're going to see a reversal in price very, very soon. And this makes me, this is one announcement. Again, it's not about crypto, but it is. It coincides with crypto, and makes me very confident and very happy what's going to come to crypto, to Kaspa in the very, very near future. Of course, there are announcements like this, which is concerning, that currently the share of adults experiencing difficulty paying for household expenses has jumped to 37.4% in July. Mississippi residents have the most trouble, with 49.5% struggling to pay their household. Alabama's 45.5%, West Virginia's 43.5%, and Louisiana is 43.1%. So ultimately, right now, we can see from this chart, adults, so people like us, then I'm assuming, because all of us should be adults in here, everyone here, the lowest right now you can see is, I don't know states, not even America, I'm sorry, but this state here at 27.4% is the lowest. even though that's a quarter of adults, over a quarter of adults that are struggling to pay households. Americans are still feeling the pain of inflation. That's also why there's a strong belief there's going to be rate cuts, and more severe than we may think, because we need it. We do need it. That's why if there are no rate cuts, I will be fuming, because that will be I'm sure we're going to see a heavy crash in the market because people think we need it, and we do need it. And it's just, again, the Fed once more just delaying what we need, the inevitable they need us to happen. They do. Yeah, hopefully the C5 will work when you read down the wallet. I hope it does as well. Not to mention as well, again, I just saw Mr. Miles made a comment about it, that today, being a Monday, Donald Trump should be launching his crypto project today, which is also quite good for the crypto community. 2.5%, so 2.5%, 0.25% rate cuts would do minimal, especially because the market's correcting towards 50 right now. So I think worst case scenario, let's say Kaspa comes down to here ahead of the meeting, and the meeting says 0.2%. I think we'll see it consolidate around here, maybe go a little bit lower, and then come back up. If it's 50, I think we see it come down further. If it's 75, it'll come down further. If it's nothing, or 1 somehow, 100 basis points, God knows how far that will come. There you go, Annie. Mr. Miles, you got a fan in here. And as Leo always here reminding me, if you enjoy these streams, I've been doing these daily. I think it's now number 47 or 48 in a row. Been started this at the beginning of last month. If you enjoy these streams, be doing this daily, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. And also, if you want to learn more about crypto and market sentiment, about Kaspa news, getting the latest Kaspa news and whatever happens, feel free to join a very friendly and free to join Discord server where we're all working to build our knowledge to find the true money makers, to help be a part of what I believe will be the biggest wealth transfer in history. We have learned a lot already. Honestly, we have been able to call market sentiments like this one here. I was able to get in here at 13.5, and also people in my community got here at 12.5. Got in very, very low of this correction here. We called this happening. I got in again around 15.5 around here. Also got in again around this correction, which I said would happen. Also in my server and also on stream. And when Krc-20 was then announced, I said we're going to probably see a push with FOMO and a correction following. That's happening right now. Just sort of, as much as knowing about Kaspa news is important, I know about crypto news is important, you need to actually understand economics, which I'm still trying to learn myself. I'm not an expert by any means, but I'm trying to understand more and more every day, because it actually, understanding economics helps you also analyze markets. And being able to read markets is also very, very helpful. I'm not a big TA guy, as I've mentioned in the past, but I do understand some elements of the markets and patterns to where I can look at the market and make predictions of where I think the zones are going to be. Hence these green regions here, which are my support and resistance zones. So yeah, if you want to learn more, by all means, please join the free Discord server. And again, just tune into the streams daily. Be doing these every single day. What's up, Mohammed, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Well, you're 19. Holding capital for 20 years, I'm 19. Well, you'll be rich by the time you're 39, my man. Big up to you, read them, said I read them. You can't even compare Solana to Kaspa. Yeah, I don't think you can either. Solana's a big project, but Kaspa is just different. My question is, why is the price not moving? How long should we wait and hold Kaspa? I mean, the price isn't moving because, again, we're approaching FOMC meeting, it's potential rate cuts, but very likely rate cuts. The market's correcting in regards to that. That's why the price is not moving. How long we should wait it's a guessing game. No one has confirmation of that. Depending on the severity of the rate cuts, it could be an immediate move to the upside. It could be a more delayed one. We have regulations being enforced out in the United States and worldwide for crypto. We're seeing more adoption of crypto. Once regulations are enforced, US adoption and institutional adoption becomes more in force. We're seeing the KRI again, who's announced that they have potentially some announcement today. They've got their enterprise event happening in about 8 days' time. Many catalysts coming for Kaspa, and I'm sure as the adoption grows more and more, and the exchange listing come more and more. The exchange listing, tier ones, and any exchange listing, the new US exchange listing that's been announced. When this happens, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of coming for Kaspa very, very soon, which I'm very, very excited about. So that's my answer to the question, I guess, Mohammed. In that regards, then we have seen this as well from Index. The Krc-20 launch with Kaspa is imminent. It's already happened actually, and the flood of new projects is about to begin. Again, I've mentioned that in the past, that there are going to be more and more projects jumping onto Krc-20. It already in motion with centralized exchanges and also mining pools, and there are also a 10 million funded project to help in the expansion of Krc-20. So you can, here it says head on to Index Exchange to easily swap up to 50 plus pairs. Again, just more adoption comes to Kaspa. It's all around just good to see, and I'm sure we'll see more and more of that happening in the future as well, as Kaspa continues to grow in adoption and therefore price. Everything is down. Baby Doge is up 100%. I mean, not all projects are going to be. Some projects are going to act differently, right? For the most part, everything's down because Bitcoin's down. 2%, which is quite significant for Bitcoin. Baby Doge is up probably because it had some announcement about an exchange listing or something like that. I don't know what Baby Doge is doing right now. I look at it right now to see. Up 72% right now on the daily. Obviously, it's currently up a bit since its initial launch back in before the bull cycle. I mean, yeah, it seems to be up a quite significant, decent amount. It started pumping 7 a.m. where I'm at. I can't do the conversion. That's BST for those who want to do the conversion. 7 a.m. BST. And I mean, yeah, I don't know why this project up right now. I don't know what announcements come for it right now, but there you go. Following the Binance listing announcement. There you go. Well, that's the answer. Found the answer before anyone's put it in the chat. That's the answer. Baby Doge is up because Binance announced a listing for Baby Doge. So that's why Baby Doge is up. Despite the market's correcting right now, Baby Doge is up because of that. And it's not just that as well. Turbo also. I'm sure Turbo's also pumping. I'll check it out myself, but I'm pretty sure it is pumping. There you go. 17% because Turbo also got a Binance listing announcement earlier today as well. So yeah, if the project is pumping when Bitcoin's correcting, check out their news forums and see what they're talking about. Because maybe there's an announcement that's happened to allow the project to pump. Binance listing is a big one. That's why it's pumping against Bitcoin and everything else. Kaspa's not got a listing or any other thing else. The FOMO for Krc-20's died out a little bit now. So now there's nothing really making Kaspa pump in price just yet. Once the adoption grows more and more for Krc-20, in due time that'll correlate to a price increase. But you have to wait. It's just patience. Don't be emotional. Be logical, right? Don't forget, there you go. As Mr. Mars said, don't forget the Punch project launching today. So that's also very, very good. You got a fan. Yeah, people just constantly talking to you. I think it was Andy that mentioned your name, just saying what's up or something like that. Everyone here is not an adult. I mean, everyone here is not an adult. Well, in that case, I'm going to close stream right now. No, I'm sure everyone is here. Hopefully, I mean, say you are. Otherwise, that's a problem for me. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, so whatever you do at your own discretion. But you should be an adult if you're trading. I'm pretty sure you're legally meant to require ID to that anyway. So if you've got fake ID to a club's one thing. Fake ID to trade crypto, I mean, big up to you, but that's insane. Any Krc tokens still worth minting today? Thought Kaspa on Castor. I'm not sure right now. Buff link to what? I mean, there's so much happening on my homepage that I'm trying to find all the relevant news. But from what I have seen, a lot of the meme tokens now have actually been fully minted out. So if anything is still saying to be minted, check out their actual X pages and news forums to see if they're still minting or not. If they aren't, then someone's just trying to scam you. So be careful. And there you go. Hit the like button if you haven't done already. There you go. Bufflink also got me as well, just like Leroy. Both of you legends. Minimum price for Kaspa and the people hoping $1. I'm confident we'll see over $1, Muhammad. Very confident in that. I think we can potentially still see it before the end of this year. Just going through a few more questions. I've actually managed to catch up today. I mean, obviously I've caught up today because yesterday I had 170 people at one point. Now I've got 81. Still a massive amount of people. I normally on average get about 50 or 60. So again, shout out to everyone in the stream. You're all legends. And you're the reason why I like doing these sort of stuff daily. Been doing these daily and I continue to do it. So again, thank you very much for joining because you guys are the people. You're the reason that I'm here after all. But in that regards then, in terms of announcements again, talked about the meme tokens already, the fact that most of them are minted out already, which again is still very important news to cover. Most of them minted out, but seeing a very, very successful launch of most of the meme tokens, from Kaspa to Nacho to Gold to Somps even as well. We've talked about how successful Krc-20 has already been in the 24 hours, making history. No other proof of work's ever done this. Bitcoin definitely hasn't. So Kaspa's really on track right now to really threaten Bitcoin. I'm sure we're going to see the likes of Marathon and other major Bitcoin maxis and Bitcoin institutions that are going to start looking at Kaspa a little bit more closely now, being like, oh, I wonder what's happening here then. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Seeing just very, very bullish announcements all around. Mempool's been cleared up for the most part. Obviously, the Casware thing is going to be a problem, but that'll be sorted out soon enough, I really hope, for everyone's sake. And then we also got, this going to be an announcement hopefully soon. We'll have to, again, I'm just constantly trying to refresh this page now to hope that we see something announcing about that, but we have seen nothing yet, and it upsets me. But here you go, again from El Pro to say a lot of Kaspa users' balance are not visible because there are transactions stuck in committed addresses because of the full mempool yesterday. So there's still issues with Kasware, just be careful about that. Clown calling for 75. If she's right, great. Like, I hate her, but she's right, then I'm not going to complain about it. I'll be happy about it if anything, because that means I can get more cheap Kaspa. Polychain was paid back in full with their Glabstone to Kaspa. paid back in the early mining, not pre-mining. Okay, I didn't actually know that. I knew that Polychain, which is basically Coinbase, because they're venture arm of Coinbase exchange, they funded $8 million to Kaspa's research. Didn't know they would have been paid back yet. But either way, I'm sure, Coinbase are going to, regardless, the fact that they helped Kaspa's research and also seem to have a lot of sentiment and interest into Kaspa, they're going to want to list Kaspa in due time. When, again, it's a guessing game, but I'm confident Coinbase will list Kaspa soon. Alongside Binance, Kraken's already confirmed that they have got the listing secured. They don't know when still. OKX is part of the KEF, the team that launched Krc-20, their venture of that, so that's also very, very big. You got, Crypto.com, you got Gemini, Robinhood, whatever it may be. You've got other major exchanges that are still waiting to list Kaspa, and when that happens, we will see a surge in adoption, no doubt about it, in my mind. We also spoke about, again, this happening as well, and again, I'm going to check this out now, but I doubt I've seen any new announcements from the KRI yet. Yeah, still no announcements regarding that. What tomorrow maybe? This might just be them just linking it at the safe of just kind of hinting at the point that, yeah, yesterday was so successful, what's tomorrow going to hold, right? They could have just said something like that, but I want to believe that they're going to make an announcement tomorrow, but we'll have to wait and see. All in all, still got a few more hours till the day is up, so we might see something coming out then. Spoke about the fact that housing is struggling, so inflation is still very much here. Gold's new all-time highs, which is also very, very good, and again the potential for rate cuts, which seems to be much higher than people want to admit right now. Fed emailed back to Warren telling her to get stuffed. If they actually did, then fantastic, because she needs to be put in her place. Her and Gary Gent had a lot of them, and Gary Gent right now is in a lot of trouble. I actually made previous streams about this. In this stream 2 days ago, this stream here and this stream. Well, this stream here I think was talking about Gary Gent has been under investigation, but this one is actually the SEC admitting that they were wrong about crypto, that they caused confusion in the courts of law and in the marketplace, effectively admitting that they just didn't know what the fuck they were. Well, okay, just swore. Well, whole point of trying to be family friendly, right? They don't know what they're trying to do, right? Apologise for that. They don't know what they're trying to do, right? So that was also a very big win for crypto and for Ripple and XRP, in my opinion, especially. But yeah, I think Gary Gent is in trouble. Elizabeth Warren is just. And Elizabeth Warren right now, she's currently fighting for the next senator, being the next senator against John Deaton, who is a pro-crypto senator now from Massachusetts. And yeah, I think John Deaton should win right now. I'm hoping he does. Is it safe to say that Polychain is the only venture capital involved with Kaspa? I mean, Mr. Mark, do you know that? I don't know for sure. I think, they're definitely one of the most prominent ones. I'm sure they had funding from other places, I'd like to believe, but I know that's the one that I have information on. Mr. Mark, do you know by any chance? But in that regards, yeah, we've got more and more announcements constantly circulating regarding, crypto market sentiment. If you've got any more questions, by all means, please feel free to ask them. I'm going to be closing up the stream in about 5 minutes or so, as we're now pushing the hour mark. But all in all, yes, we're just seeing, we've got announcements like this, BlackRock likely to acquire 10% of Bitcoin supply by the end of 2025, making Bitcoin more centralized. But again, it's proof to me that crypto is definitely not dead. It can't be dead. If BlackRock and other institutions want to buy more and more crypto, more and more Bitcoin, ETFs are getting issued more and more, then crypto can't be dead. It can't be. Spot Bitcoin ETF had 263.2 million inflows on Friday, the most in almost 2 months. Again, more proof. Global liquidity is about to explode. It's not about if or when. So once the roadblock of the FOMC meeting is out of the way, right, there's little to no roadblocks left besides regulations. Once the liquidity is allowed to start flooding into crypto, institutions flooding into crypto, then we're going to see, again, not if but when, but it's going to start pumping the price of these markets very, very much and cause them to go insane. Go absolutely insane. And here's the KDX talking about thank you for 2,000 followers on X. This is the institution, the company apparently that I think was the one that was in talks with a major liquidity provider to provide stable coins coming to Krc-20, if I'm not mistaken, which is, again, very, very huge news. When that happens, Krc-20 already being successful is going to go nuts with stable coins. Nuts. Right now, it's already done well with its meme tokens and whatever else is on the project. But with stable coins, people will stick around. And they'll want to use it more and more. Yes, Polychain. Okay, thank you, Mr. Marsh. Yes, Polychain was the only one I'm aware of, and they were a venture capital of Daglav. Daglav is gone now. They become Kaspa. The money Polychain gave to them for Daglav is not Kaspa. That is why they used early money rewards to repay them. Well, Mr. Marsh again with the information where I unfortunately sometimes lack it. Big up to you, the GOAT. Any dexes to launch completed Casper memes? To my knowledge, I'm not sure right now. I know some project, the likes of Somps, have got on LBank Exchange. And I'm sure now that many of these projects have been fully minted out, which is very, very big news. I'm sure that's happened now. They're going to now have the liquidity, the capital, therefore, to start paying these exchanges to list them on these projects, the dexes and the centralized exchanges as well. So, because of how successful they were, I'm sure we'll see them very, very soon. What do you need your VPN set to use LBank Exchange? I'm in the US. I'm in the UK, so I can't say for sure. I think any Europe, I mean, you probably just put it to U. I mean, I can use LBank in the UK, so you can set it to UK, that works. I'm sure any other European country will work for the most part. But I mean, I can just say for sure, yeah, the UK will work. And yeah, that's the one issue again with with there being only Uphold, which has got expensive transaction fees, and no other exchanges that accept Casper in the US right now. You have to use a VPN. It's quite jarring. So hopefully, when this announcement comes to us, which I'm again just counting down the days, or well, just again scouring Twitter when it's going to happen. When this announcement comes to us, I'm sure you guys will be very, very happy. I'm hoping you will be. If it's a good exchange, and if it, I mean, I'm sure it'll be cheaper fees. I'm hoping it'll be cheaper than Uphold as well. But I mean, another way to get hold of Casper in the US is my largest audience base, and most crypto holders are also from the US, so it'd be very, very good for Casper adoption and for crypto as a whole. And Miss Beebs, yeah, on behalf of Beebs as well, and yeah, Mr. Marsh, you're a legend. Thank you very much for going on the rabbit hole, and you're very informative. That's why you're a legend in my community and in the space. And Redden for the Redden has always hit me up. Well, now Leroy, Redden for the Redden, and also I'm going to scroll up to find you because I want to remember who said it as well. But again, as always, if you love these streams, I'll be doing these dailies, please feel free to hit the like the video, and follow for more quick crypto news. There's the quick. There I say it. It's the quickest. There you go. I want to find the other guy who said it because I want to make sure that I'm giving people, their credit where credit's due for being legends in the space, and also helping me out where I forget. I can't find it. I'm going to find it in a second. But yeah, all in all, still very, very bullish for Casper. I think the next 2-3 days, tomorrow's when the FOMC meeting starts. Tomorrow's when the meeting starts. So I think it's going to be a very, very big time for, crypto and Casper leading up to that as well. So I'm very much looking forward to that. It was Bufflink. There you go. Didn't forget you. I did, but I remembered you now. Bufflink. Thank you very much, you three, for reminding me and the community to like the videos. But yes, with the FOMC meeting being, starting tomorrow, finishing on Wednesday, where I'm at, BST, is going to be 2 p.m. So at 2 p.m. BST, which will be equivalent. So it's 2 hours before my stream starts. So by that point, I'm sure we would have the FOMC starting and probably even have the final. So on Wednesday, therefore, when the verdict should be concluded, I'll probably have an answer for you and then be able to talk about the market consequences following the meeting. After 2 hours the meeting's finished, we should have the announcement, I hope. So Wednesday will be a big day to tune into, so definitely make sure you're here for that. And tomorrow equally be very, very important. In case any one of the Nero Binance might have listed wrongly 2 Nero tokens, Nero on Ethereum and Nero. I'm not sure you're talking about CWP, unfortunately. You can clarify a little bit more. Unless you're talking to someone in the chat, then again, ignore me. I spent 3 months digging deep into Casper when I first found it. I felt like finding a unicorn, and I was looking for anything to disprove it. I never found it. Yeah, I did my research a lot. A lot of things, I'll be honest, happened. Again, I got into Casper very, very early, so a lot of the stuff it slipped my mind. I also remember quite a bit about it regarding the exchange listing and what they have connected to it. Mr. Miles, of course, can make up for where I seem to lack that knowledge at times, but of course he's helping me learn more and more, so shout out to him once more. The only shortcoming of Casper, the only thing I could find to disprove it not being good, is the fact that it is scalable without programmability, which is the fact of the matter being that it just hasn't got the smart contract element of it yet, but the Krc-20 gives it a means to do that in a sense, because the Krc-20 tokens, they aren't smart contracts, but smart contracts of Krc-20 are slightly different, but they're quite similar. The Krc-20 tokens are like a final product to what a smart contract could do. Smart contracts are something you could just create anything you want, sort of thing. At least to my knowledge, I think that's a very rough explanation of it. But in that regard, then, so Casper's going to start having that scalable and programmability. So Casper is going to have no issues by that point anymore. precisely mishaps you happen with the Kaspa wallets and other third parties that are just, not doing their due diligence. Will these type of memes get exchange listings? I believe I answered the question already, but I guess, to be honest with it, for how successful these meme tokens were, most of them, if not all of them, completely minting out and selling out, they'll have the liquidity and money, therefore, to start paying the exchanges. Because they're meme tokens, they can't just get on it, because Kaspa can get on exchanges by being a proof of work. People want to buy the project to get onto it. These meme tokens will have to pay their way onto it because they're meme tokens. They have no utility, really, no use case. So now they've been bought out pretty much completely. Successful launching, being completely bought out, being completely minted out. They'll probably have the money, therefore, to start paying the exchanges to get onto the exchanges. So we'll probably see them soon. I know some like Stomps already has it on LBank, but I'm sure we'll see more coming soon. Kaspa got me hooked to crypto. This one is a gem. Yes, it was sheer proof of that. Exactly. Sheer proof of how great Kaspa is. And with Kaspa was also, I mean, I've been in crypto for longer, but Kaspa helped me get more into crypto, definitely. Been very passionate about it, and also helped me learn more and more about the crypto space. Because now, since I've been into Kaspa, I've been like, I want to help make more money in Kaspa. So what I need to know about other crypto space, other crypto projects, and also economics and market sentiments to help me make more money in Kaspa. That's what I've been doing the whole time. And now I'm here to, again, shamelessly plug my free Discord server to help spread that knowledge with you where I can. Anyway, with that being said, that will be the stream for today. As always, thank you everyone for joining. If you love the videos, love the streams, love the VODs, and you want to hear more, join a free Discord server where we can talk more in person, and just join a free Discord server, join a friendly community, talk crypto and Kaspa. But if you love the videos and VODs, leave a like, share with your friends, and subscribe for more. And with that